50 years ago today, as Apollo 11 made its way toward the moon, it was an Ohioan in control as mission commander.
Neil Armstrong would become the world's most famous astronaut, but always remained humble. In this News 5 original, John Cossack talks with Armstrong's close friend, Senator Rob Portman.
As longtime friends, Neil Armstrong joined Senator Rob Portman in Washington for his swearing-in 2011. And as they walked along the mural-lined Bermuda corridor on the Senate side of the Capitol, they passed this painting of Armstrong walking on the moon, the only living American, Portman said, to ever be given that honor.
I pointed it out to Neil and his wife, Carol, and Neil's comment was, "That's interesting." For the 30 or 40 people who were with us walking into the Capitol that day, they didn't think it was interesting. They thought it was amazing.
But that was Neil Armstrong. Portman recalled at the time of his passing in 2012, asking him to speak at a Veterans Memorial dedication in Mason, Ohio.
He said, "Let me check it out, Rob." And I figured he was going to go check out his schedule. So Neil got in his car, I found out later, and drove to Mason by himself. And he walked through that whole memorial, called me back the next day and said, "I'd love to do it."
The only condition, no advance publicity. He wanted it to be about the veterans, not him. In 2011, Portman visited NASA's Plumbrook test site in Sandusky. He later shared what he saw with Armstrong and presented him with a thought.
I said, "You know what, Neil, I'm interested in naming this the Neil Armstrong Test Center rather than Plumbrook. Plumbrook is just a geographic name, and, I think your name ought to be on it." And he said, "Rob, I appreciate that, but I'm really not interested. It's not about me." It was just classic Neil Armstrong.
A discussion that now, 7 years after Armstrong's death, got Portman thinking.
Since you've raised it, John, I may have to start thinking about it again, whether we should initiate another effort.
John Cossack, News 5.